What up, y'all? I'm BBT.
And I'm Paulie P.
Welcome back to Booth Business TV,
sons.
Yo, Paulie, let me ask you your opinion on something.
Yeah.
Do you think Donald Trump is pro weed or against weed?
That's what I'm not clear about, and I really like to know this. So while we're talking, I start looking it up, but I don't know whether he's pro pot or not pot, because there's a lot of talk about. You always see these, what do they call it? Just random. It's like fluff. It's like almost like the National Enquirer back in the day. Just like BS things that come up on your little news feed and stuff.
Well, like a little fluff piece like
yeah,
that.
Just like fluff newspaper articles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know whether he's pro or not.
Well, I know this. I know that he's trying to take things like marijuana and move them down to a class 3 designation.
So it's a class 3, dude.
So a class 3 is like the lowest one. So
Yeah.
like it would make it, I believe, non-criminal for like being arrested with. I'm sure they'll be like for this much or that much or whatever. But I think what it is he himself is not against it, but a majority of like the federal government people are not for it. So he's going to do as much as he can. But the thing about it is like Biden also talked about doing this with marijuana.
Yeah, he kind of. I just looked it up, and Trump. It just said that when asked, he kind of said he's it's really up to the states. He doesn't want to weigh in one way or another about it.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is eventually the government's going to have to make a determination.
But is he going to do the same thing he's doing with like illegal immigrants, and like instead of states that kind of overlook, counties that overlook stuff like that, he's still busting in with his federal people and getting, you know what I'm saying? So is it going to end up being something like that where everybody gets comfortable and everything's okay, but all of a sudden, like they're out of stuff to do, and then they start putting a bunch of funding into that? Is my question.
I think completely different approaches, because the types of issues they are two completely separate things.
Cool.
The thing about marijuana is if you get to a point, and I know we're not there yet, but say every state legalizes it, full recreational.
Yeah.
How could you not then change the federal law?
I know, and that's the thing. And full recreational is such an open topic too, because every state does it a little tiny bit different from every other state.
True.
And I don't know. I just think that, like with the marijuana, it makes you not able to do a lot of other things that you may want to do when you get your license for like a medical card for it, which is weird.
What do you mean?
I mean, you can't like get a gun license if you have a medical marijuana card. There's like certain things that you can't do. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know that.
Yeah. So like it cuts off your limitations, and then for the recreational side, I'm assuming they're gonna ask you if you smoke.
Right.
When you go in for the signatures and stuff, So there's just like certain things they put you on in a box basically when it's brought up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The medical cards with like marijuana dispensaries and all that stuff first like propped up. I think it was important to have medical card at that point, but I don't think it's so much now.
I mean, it's totally. It's like one way or the other. I mean, what's the medical card for? Is it like that?
Yeah, well, so that's the thing. So
you save on the tax, you get cheaper.
So that's the thing, and I find most people that have a medical card, and I'm not saying they don't have reasons to use or consume, but get the cards like specifically for.
Yeah, and I don't know. You know what? I use it for medicinal. You know what I'm saying? But I use it a lot. Recreation, you don't see it, but it's different when I smoke, because I actually do. I get the ones that I need, and I smoke the stuff that I need, and you can't even tell when I'm smoking or not smoking. You just don't know. Right.
Well, the same thing goes for like people who only eat edibles. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta wonder though, like with the marijuana legalization topic, it seems like no matter who they're talking to, whether it's a politician, person on the street, whatever, everybody seems to always say they're for it.
Yeah, for it. I don't use, and that's kind of one of the things like closet users and stuff. I mean, no, you don't have to let anybody know if you smoke or not. It's none of their business. Right. You know what I'm saying? But don't be 50-50, like half the time you're against it, or it's, you don't believe in it, and the other half the time you do. Well, I think the first biggest issue that's gonna like pop up eventually would be jobs. So let's say you get drug screening, but you're in a state where marijuana is recreational. Now, the thing about marijuana is it stays in your system. It's not like, a few hours later it's gone, right? So they can't exactly drug test you and say you were using at work based off of that test. But
there will be people that use it at work, and like, how do you have a policy that separates those two things?
Well, a lot of jobs, like, I don't know if you have your FID, your CDL license,
Mm-hmm.
you can't smoke, you can't drink, you're not supposed to drink or anything, and it affects your license whether you're driving a big truck or not. You know what I'm saying? So there is some jobs, if they require drug tests, they don't want you using certain substances,
right?
You can't use them. And I think that I've read, and I've seen in a couple different states actually pass laws that, like, they weren't allowed to be fired if it was like a medical reason as opposed to a recreational reason. So there's a reason to get your medical card. Do you know what I'm saying? So there is certain levels of things, but I mean, if you need a medical marijuana, you probably shouldn't have your CDL license and driving, trucks that weigh like 20,000, 20 tons or something, Like,
well, I can't agree with that, because here's the thing, like, why do you have your medical marijuana? Like, what do you use it for? Because somebody that drives a truck, let's say, that use it for pain management, for example, if they use it when they're not en route and not driving, and then like while they drive, they're using things like aspirin, ibuprofen, or whatever, do that pain management.
I don't have any issues with
it. But you said that you couldn't smoke at all. So
I'm pretty sure that you're not even supposed to get like drinking and stuff like that. Like you get like a public intoxication, I'm pretty sure that they take like it's just like
take a CDL.
Dude, I'm just going by stuff that I've heard.
Well, that makes sense because they take your regular license if you get caught drink driving.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you get caught like just being drunk in public, indecent, anything like I'm pretty sure that they could take it from you at that point. You know what I'm saying? And that's something like because of the issues that come with over drinking, people who drink too much and stuff like that. It's even as I think maybe it's a passenger's car or something like that. I'm not 100%, but the thing is people need to learn to do things responsibly no matter what.
Right.
And if something comes up where you have to be drug tested for a job that says they don't want you smoking bud,
marijuana.
You know what I'm saying? They do have like certain tests that they can do. Like they can test your blood and see if you're high on the spot. You know what I'm saying? Like a DOT.
Really?
Yeah. They can actually,
Well,
so there are tests that can see whether you have it in your system like currently like.
Right.
Active.
Well, see, the thing that's like most jobs I would say that would drug test you and not allow you to smoke marijuana like ever are probably well paying. But I think the issue that when you present a person like a choice like that, they're gonna then say, okay, I can't smoke weed, so I'm gonna drink. And I think drinking is ultimately
but
way
if you're in a spot where you need to make a choice from one substance to another substance, maybe you shouldn't be doing these jobs that require your full attention. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. You have to like people use recreationally, truly recreationally,
well,
and not like as they want to.
So let me ask you this. All right, with that being said, like you just said, right? You used to do biotech engineering. Yeah. Would you consider that to be something that you shouldn't?
What?
That job?
What?
You shouldn't consume marijuana.
I would never smoke at work no matter what.
So that's my point. So take somebody like you, right? You graded your job and you did smoke when you were there.
Right. It's just if I'm getting paid to do something, I'm not smoking weed no matter what. I'd see, and if I couldn't do the job because I'm not smoking weed, that's something that would come in the way of my job, and I would talk to the person.
So you'd be okay with even during your free time not be able to smoke marijuana if that was part of it?
I mean, after I'm out of work, after my things are done, and my responsibilities over with, I wouldn't have a job that I wouldn't be allowed to smoke after that. I mean, I quit smoking for my job.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? I just never smoke before work or at work.
Right.
That's rule number one.
No, I misunderstood what you were saying there, because I thought you were saying like you're okay with them not being allowed to smoke on their personal time, having that type of thing. But if you think it's okay on your personal time as long as you're not consuming while you're doing it.
But the thing is, if something comes up, this is what I'm saying. Haters are going to make things show up. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm saying? So if there's a reason for someone to want to find that out about you, they're going to
use it against you.
And that's just like a thing. Well, if you don't have any weed in your truck and you're a CDL driver, you don't have any alcohol in your truck, and you're not drinking and smoking on the job, there's no reason for the question to come up.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Right. But there's roaches in your ashtray.
Right.
It wasn't. I brought my my cousin with me. And they were smoking. There's no issues there.
The roaches obviously means you were smoking.
Yeah, like even you know what I'm saying? Like.
Well, I don't know. Kind of the same idea with the social media thing and the consequences of that. Everything you do has consequences.
Everything you do has.
But back to our original thing, I don't think Donald Trump has anything against marijuana.
No, I don't believe. I just he's in a position where he has to address the issue some way or another, and I think from what I just looked up and read, I think he did the right thing. It's up to the states to decide and let it be like that.
Yeah. And
you said he was going to bring down the scheduling of it, which sounds pretty good. So I have to say word up for that. Thank you very much.
Well, hold on. Before we leave, I just want to say, I want to ask to our viewers, does your state has it legalized it, and are you pro or against the legalization of marijuana? Because I find like everybody always says yes, but somehow it never gets voted through.
Right. There's a story for it. Last show we played in New Hampshire was like great before when I was up there like the week before doing advertising. I said, what's the deal with like the person I was booking the show with up there?
Yeah.
I was like, so what's the person with what's the deal with like weed and stuff? And like, you get caught smoking weed, you get arrested. Simple as that. Like, okay, they hadn't lined up yet, but
yeah, that was
yeah, but I was just a funny story. Just like even the way he says it.
Yeah.
They catch you with weed and you're smoking, they're gonna arrest you. I was like, oh yay.
Yeah.
But,
so, progress. I hope that we continue making steps towards the legalization of marijuana. But we'll have to wait and see.
What is this? Thanks for watching.
Till next time.
Sons.